Have you ever wondered like what other people's cycles look like when they've gotten their BFP, or you're on, searching through YouTube and you find that someone had their BFP and they just talk about their symptoms. They don't actually show you like their charts and what got them to that place, what got them to that point of a pregnancy? Well, stay tuned because I'm going to be sharing with you all my BFP chart. I don't think I've ever done this before in regards to my BFP chart. I've shared like maybe a screenshot, but we're going to walk through just my cycle and the symptoms that I had during the entire cycle so that you can see what a BFP chart looked like for me. So stay tuned. My name is Octavia Steen, and I am a faith-based fertility health coach. I help women of God who are trying to get pregnant naturally to overcome negative thoughts, balance their hormones with health and fitness, and really conquer the TTC overwhelm. So if that's you, I'm so glad you're here. Or if you're a mama, future mama, I'm so glad you're here as well. If you're new here, comment down below. I would love, love, love to hear from the newbies. And yeah, let's get into this video. All right, sis, we're going to talk about my Fertility Friend app and my BFP cycle. And I'm actually gonna bring you into my phone or maybe into my laptop. We'll see which one looks better on the screen. But I wanted to tell you first that during my TTC cycle number 1, I actually, health and fitness played a huge part in me getting pregnant, in me balancing my hormones. So I wanted to let you know that I do have a free faith and fitness challenge. It is the Pray, Sweat, Slay Fitness Challenge. So if you're interested, you get 5 days of this free challenge, and it is similar to the group that I run online in my Faith and Fitness Challenge group that I have daily post in. But you get 5 days of it, and I will link that down below. All right, sis. So let's get straight into it. This is my Fertility Friend, the back end of my app. I did start basal body temperatures on cycle day 1. So on the first day of my period, I did start the temperatures, and my temperatures was about 97.2. Don't know why it doesn't have the second decimal, but we'll just go with it. Um, Obviously, I woke up pretty early. I usually wake up around 4:45, 5 o'clock in the morning. So I tried to stick with that the entire cycle. But you'll see, some days are just a little erratic because of the timing. But I had a typical cycle. I usually will go for about 5 days in regards to my period. So cycle day 1, it was super easy, started on September 1st, and this was TTC cycle number 1, my BFP month, and I'm going to go through each day. Not each day. We'll go through the important days. How about that? And so cycle day 1, my period's about 4 days. You can see with Fertility Friend, it allows you to chart like, this was like a moderate day, I believe, medium. Yeah, and then this was my heaviest day, which is cycle day 2, another medium day, and then it kind of got lighter. And I think cycle day 5 was just spotting, if I remember. Yep, spotting. You'll see down here it says spotting. And sometimes I'll have notes in the app, but I don't think I had any notes for that day. Cycle day 6, I'm not sure why it has that code there. Maybe, oh, we baby dance. Cycle day 6, we baby dance. So I guess the triangles mean baby dance. I, forget the color code sometimes because there are so many for Fertility Friend. Cycle day 7, cycle day 8, another baby dance. Another baby dance on cycle day 11. Cycle day 12, 13, another baby dance. And actually we had like 2 days in between surrounding ovulation day where we did not baby dance, which was odd. Was cycle day 14. Had watery cervical mucus. And there's no notes there. So I had a positive. We didn't baby dance. I had a positive
Wait, hold on. Let me look at this. Yep. We had a positive OPK on that day. And because I had a positive OPK, usually I would baby dance, but we didn't. And so the expected ovulation day would have been the 15th. Okay, so we're gonna go with that, but I feel like I could have ovulated like more so on the 16th. And I say that because if you look on the 14th, I had the watery cervical mucus, okay? But on the 15th, I was still like a creamy cervical mucus. So still in the realm of fertile cervical mucus on cycle day 15. And then on cycle day 16, I also had still creamy cervical mucus, but I did not note the time that I had that cervical mucus. So it could have been earlier in the day. And then, later in the day, I could have been dry. So who knows? I could have done better charting in regards to like timing of my cervical mucus, but I really wasn't that concerned about it because I was charting a lot. Okay. I was charting a lot in my cycle. So for the sake of this chart, we're just going to go with cycle day 15 as ovulation day. And I believe that is what the app is tracking. But I want to just note that on the 16th, I did have creamy cervical mucus and then was dry on the 17th, meaning you usually as a fertility doula, I would count, cycle day 17 as one DPO because of the peak cervical mucus, the cervical mucus still being evident on cycle day 16. But like I said, I didn't have a timing for that. So it could have been early. It could have been like when I first woke up. So we'll see. And so we're going to count this cycle day 16 as one DPO. One DPO. We baby danced. And two DPO. I don't think I had any symptoms, no symptoms at all. No symptoms on 3 DPO. Okay, now we're getting into the 2-week wait symptoms. On 4 DPO, no symptoms yet. Okay, no symptoms. 5 DPO, we had creamy cervical mucus. And I know for me, that is an indicator for me of something's up, okay? Just something's up because I usually am dry until I hit my fertile window again. So usually after ovulation, when a woman ovulates, she will have dry cervical mucus, meaning, it dries up so that nothing else can get up there because you've already ovulated, the egg has come and the cervical mucus has done its job. When there is cervical mucus in the 2-week wait, or when there's cervical mucus throughout your entire cycle, like if you're always fertile, like I always have fertile cervical mucus, it could be an indication of like infection or something going on down there. And so when I got the 5 GPO, and we have Bible study in 5 minutes, y'all. When I got the 5 DPO, 5 DPO creamy cervical mucus, I was like, okay, well, something's up. And look, 4:30 in the morning, y'all. 4:30 in the morning. So 5 DPO cervical mucus, 6 DPO. I also had another day of creamy cervical mucus and cramps. So I had tiny pulling cramps that I indicated here. Tiny pulling cramps on 6 DPO. So this could possibly be implantation happening right around here. 7 DPO, I had more creamy cervical mucus and a full aching cramp. So as far as like a full cramp in my stomach area, and all I did was say full aching cramp, as well as increased smells. Okay, increased smells, and we know what that means. And so I was very, very optimistic about this cycle. And I will note at 6 DPO, I did take a test, and it was negative, as it should be, because ovulation is probably happening around 6 or 7 DPO for me at this point. And so at 7 DPO, I had the full aching cramps and increased smells. And then at 8 DPO, and you see my temperatures rising as well. At 8 DPO, I had swollen breasts, and that's not usual for me, only in pregnancy. And then at 9 DPO, I got a positive pregnancy test. I also still had the creamy cervical mucus. Oh my goodness. And vivid dreams. Vivid dreams for me are a definite sign that I am pregnant. And obviously with the test, let's see, I took a pregnancy test and it was positive. You can see it here. So I took a pregnancy test on 9 DPO, and that's when I got my earliest positive. I actually took a pregnancy test 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13 DPO. I feel like I have that in a previous video. You can go check that out. But 9 DPO is when I got my first positive pregnancy test on a cheapy stick, a cheapy clinical guard stick from Amazon. On 10 DPO, I think on 10 DPO, I stopped really charting because I got the positive, and I wasn't really looking to symptom spot anymore because, you know, I was just praising God for what he did in my life. And actually, I also want to show you guys my chart. So here is what my BFP chart looks like in regards to my my BBTs, my basal body temperatures. So like I said, 4:30 in the morning is a little sporadic, okay? These just outliers are just probably due to the timing that I woke up in the morning. And actually, let me see if I can click on this. No. And I want to say this is in this area, usually you would see a evident spike for ovulation. I did not have that evident spike. I had a slow rise in my temperature after ovulation. I had a slow rise, and because this is my first cycle TTC and my first cycle charting, you know, after, you know, postpartum, I don't know if that would have, if it was even usual for me to have a slow rise. I would need to look at a few charts, you know, prior to this chart to even see if like a slow rise is something that is normal for me. But, you know, a slow rise doesn't necessarily mean that you won't be pregnant, obviously, after afterwards, but it just means that, you know, it's just your progesterone is taking longer to increase after ovulation. And I will note that I did not do pineapple core this cycle. I don't know why I didn't. I didn't buy any. So I didn't do pineapple core this cycle, but I did do a lot of the things I teach in my Fertile Faith Sisterhood membership course, and a lot of things that I've already mentioned here on this channel about, you know, what to do in the 2-week wait. And those are some things that I did. And you can check out those videos. I'll link them in the notes. But those were my symptoms. Those were my symptoms. And let's see, I think I missed one. I have fatigue. I have fatigue on cycle day. What was that? DPO. I don't even know what DPO that is. Cycle day 19. So that was 4 DPO. I had fatigue on 4 DPO. And so, yeah, those, oh, here are some more signs, y'all, that I didn't even read off, but I was gassy. I guess y'all don't really need to know that. And I was nauseous on, that was 6 DPO and 7 DPO, nauseous and gassy. And gassy to the point where my husband was like, "Are you okay? Like, did you have a lot of beans or something?" And so that was unusual for me to be that gassy. It was just unusual. And I kind of want to take a look at, we said that on 6 and 7 DPO, I had the cramps. Kind of want to look and see, 6 DPO was the 21st. Yeah, I really didn't have, I didn't have any like an implantation dip. I know with Ava, my first, I did have an implantation dip with her, but it doesn't look like I had like a implantation dip with this baby. And here's where, I got my positive on 9-DPO, 10, 11, and then I did not chart after that. So yeah, that's my 2-week wait symptoms for baby number 3.
If you enjoyed this video, let me know by commenting down below and share this video with another mama. Share it on Fertility Friend. Can you share things on Fertility Friend? Maybe share it on the Glow app. I don't know. But share it and let some other mamas know, some other future mamas know what a BFP cycle looks like, what a chart looks like, how to chart, things like that. And also make sure you like and subscribe. Like and subscribe for more content like this. And if you want the step-by-step process similar to what we did here, I have a Fertile Faith Sisterhood membership group. It's my fertility group coaching where I help women of God really dive deeper into their cycles, balance their hormones, and do it in a more one-on-one setting. So if that's something that you would be interested in, go to the link in the description below or go to mothermindset.com/fertilefaith to join us. I'll see you in my next video. Blessings and baby dust.